Right, afternoon guys. We are back on the club lake again. It is Wednesday the 16th of August and we've got a few hours on the bank again. See if we can't get a bit more success following the last week or so's fishing where we've had a fair number of fish out. So I've just come down for a few more hours. I've just got the rods out, got things set up. So we'll see how we progress. I'm back in the same swim again. I don't want to start going to another swim just now and throwing leads about trying to find spots when I've only got a few hours. So whilst I'm only here for an afternoon, evening session, I'm just going to stick with this same spot, same positions, right hand rods out by the island, just beyond the beyond the point, certainly about 2 or 3 rod lengths off of the island, and about halfway along it, left hand rod again out in the middle, out towards the dip in the reeds on the far side there. So I've already seen a few fish cruising around on top. One over by the island now. I'd say there's a couple have been showing in and around sort of the area that I'm fishing in, so hopefully we'll get something. But it's another hot sunny day. The car was showing sort of 25-26 degrees, so again hopefully it'll be a case of we'll probably if we're going to get fish, it's going to most likely be later on this evening, but we'll give it a go. Say the rods are out on the spot, I'm fishing, I'm seeing plenty of carp swimming around the island and in general, so let's fingers crossed for some fish. Right, it's just coming up to 5 o'clock. I've had a few beeps on both of the rods, a couple of tugs, but nothing of any real note, so obviously I haven't done anything with them. The cloud and what have you is still building up. Here we go again, a couple more, one beep up, one beep down. So there's still a bit of cloud coming through every now and then, which is providing us a little bit of shade. Temperature's dropped a few degrees and there's a nice breeze sort of blowing at me at the moment, so it's keeping things certainly bearable, but still seeing fish showing and topping out all over. So one literally just banged out right in the far corner there. But nothing on the rods as yet, so we're going to keep going at it. Say I've got till about 7:30, so certainly a couple of hours, 2.5 hours yet. So I suspect in the next, probably the next hour is when I would expect fish to really start feeding, and that's certainly when we've had most of the action previously. So we'll keep going. Hopefully in time we'll get something out. Right, it's just gone 5:10, and after a couple of little beeps, screaming runs. It was the right hand rod, manila rod out by the island. Managed to get it away from the island over there, and hopefully we can get it in the net. Just kiting round to my left at the moment, but I'll grab the net and hopefully we get it in. But this one weighed up. Looks like a decent fish, so we'll get it weighed up, show you what we've got. Right, well, I've just weighed them. It's gone. It's a nice fish, 20 pounder, and it stops flipping about. It's gone 22 pounds. Come here. 22 pounds and 7 ounces. Really nice common, that one. So taken a short while, nothing too long, but managed to get another one out and another 20 pounder to boot. So I'll get some pictures of this one, get that back, let's get the rod back out and see if we can get another one before we have to pack up. But good start. Right, so it's just gone 5:45. This rod hasn't been back out there very long, but it's gone again. As I said, this sort of time they just seem to, as the sun's starting to drop in the sky, they just seem to really come alive. So he's already up on the surface, which I'm assuming means we probably dumped the lead. Does seem, if I get it in the right spot on this lake and it's the right time of day, they're just straight on it. Looks like it might be another common. It's that manila rod that's gone off again. It's just suddenly woken up. It came charging at me, which is typical of a common. Now he's got down in under the rod tip and he wants to put up a decent fight up again. Yes, it is another common. It's not as big as the last one, but he's a nice fish still the same. And he's ours. Right, well, we've weighed him. He's gone exactly 16 pounds. So another nice common, slightly bigger than I had imagined, but as is always the case here, it always seems to be hard to tell, but 16 pound common carp in the net, number 2 of the trip, no more than about 10-15 minutes apart. So I'm going to get this one back, see if we can't get another one out, but that Manila spot is really working for me at the moment, so he'll be straight back on there and see if we can't nab one more. Right, so it's just gone 6:05. Both rods are back out on the spots. So the right hand rod I've recast next to the island, and I thought whilst I was at it I'd redo the left hand rod as well. Unfortunately my catapult has broken on this trip, and I managed to get the Manila spot baited up, but didn't manage to get anything out onto the krill spot, which is in the middle. So I am fully reliant on the PVA mesh stick that I'm casting out with it, so I don't hold out too much hope for that rod, but I've cast it back out similar sort of spot again with another PVA stick on, and all I can do is hope that that's starting to get enough smell and flavour and whatever you into the water to tempt the fish down. But as long as one of the rods is working, which it certainly is at the moment, I'm happy. So I've got about another hour and a half before I need to pack up, so still chance of another bite or two yet. And so the sun is on its way down, but not too bad. I don't know what time it gets dark now. I think it's probably about 9 o'clock time. Haven't been paying too much attention, but say I've got to be out of here by 8 anyway, so another hour and a half and I'll be packing up and heading home. But hopefully we've got some more action to come yet. Right, 6:20, and the Manila rod has gone again. This one had gone a little bit further out than the previous one, so probably in a bit deeper water, but the fish are finding it all the same. Down a bit deeper this one. I'm thinking it might well be a mirror. It didn't do the usual charge at me and then fight. It's been fighting all the way in, so it is staying very deep. Quite an erratic fight, so I'm assuming it's something a bit smaller, but we'll see. It is a mirror. Might just about make double figures. Hopefully we'll get him in the net, hopefully, and we'll have a look. Oh, another one in the net. Get this one weighed up and see what sort of size he is. Right, it's another nice mirror. This one's gone £16 and 1 ounce. It's another nice fish. Bit of a gammy mouth this one, not too bad, but it's a little bit chewed up. But other than that, really pretty fish. I've already had just had a beep on the left hand rod as well, so I'm not going to take too long with this one. Get some pictures, get it back out there and see if another one fancies paying a visit. Right, it's 7:15. As you can see, we've got plenty of cloud cover now. The sun's sort of going down behind the trees there, and we've still got this fairly fresh breeze coming across the lake into my face, so it's fairly decent carpy conditions now. We've got about 15 minutes left, so it's very much last knockings now. I've just recast the right hand rod, just see if I could get it a bit further around the corner of the trees, but with this crosswind it's just pushing it back into the middle of the lake again, so, or further round to the left than I'd want it to be. But it's out there and it's just had a few beeps, so we might get something else yet. But if not, we shall leave it there. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it again. It's 11 fish in 4 trips for me now, including 3 this session. Had a number of 20-pounders out, including that 20-pound common, 22-pound common that I had earlier on. So it's been a really good start on this lake so far. I think next time I come, I'm probably going to try over the other side there, give up one of those 2 swims a go, or possibly down in the corner and just try some different areas. So I've had some real nice fish and some success out of this area, this swim in particular, but it's time to mix things up a little bit and try somewhere else. So I think that'll be the plan for next time. But I'm off on holiday for a week on Saturday, so as I say, it's going to be a couple of weeks before I'm back here. But we'll call it a day for now and see you again.